Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Chris here, and today I was out shooting these amazing Shelter Point bottles that I have. I've got 7 different expressions of them. Most of them I've gotten into. There's 3 here that I haven't, but we will for sure, and I'll make sure that you guys get samples of them as well. So, but what I wanted to do, I thought, you know, while I was putting everything away, I shot them. I wanted to get some really cool pictures of them because it's just incredible bottles, an amazing company, and an awesome distillery, and a distillery I really truly believe in. They're kind of, I'm a professional photographer. I'm a retired Air Canada airline pilot, but I was never home, so you know, put your family first, and so that's why but I've been a professional photographer kind of all my life. I was at our whiskey club the other day, and we were out having drinks with everybody, and my buddy James, he's our president of our club. You know, I've got this YouTube channel going and everything like that, and he said, that's really great, the YouTube channel is awesome, but he says what you need is a dedicated Instagram channel, like Instagram page. I said, well, I have one, but it's for my weddings. It's you know, Chris Jensen Studios. And he goes, no. You need a dedicated Instagram page for your whiskey, your cigars, that kind of stuff, and the lifestyle stuff. So I thought, okay, yeah, you know, you're probably right. I'm pretty good with social media. I'm good with marketing and branding and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, why not? So I started Whiskey, Cigars, and Bond. I used to have a channel, and it was called Wear It Like Bond. And that was pre-Chris Jensen Studios for this YouTube channel. I thought, well, you know, I'll just keep Chris Jensen Studios because people know me as that. And it was kind of built around my photography company for the grooms. And it kind of grew from there. So, but my Instagram page is called Whiskey, Cigars, and Bond. And it's basically whiskey, cigars, and kind of a guy's lifestyle, you know. So we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. What I'm actually doing is I'm gearing up ready to go fishing with my dad, my brothers, my brother-in-law, my nephew, and a friend of ours, and his grandson tomorrow. And we're going up to Reed Lake, which is close to Flin Flon. It's about 8-hour drive from here. But lake trout are awesome, pickerel are great, tons of them up there, and tons of jacks. I mean, we don't target jackfish. But you're always catching them anyway. But it's just going to be a really fun time. So I've got some booze that I'm going to be bringing up there. I'm going to be doing some YouTubing up there as well, and now some Instagramming. So so what I was doing today, I was out taking pictures of these awesome 7 bottles from Shelter Point, because I just absolutely love Shelter Point. And the fact that I used to live out there too, you know, because I live between Courtenay and Campbell River at a condominium right on the beach. And I actually had a job in Campbell River. I had 4 jobs at the time when I was living in kind of just in the middle of Courtenay and Campbell River. I was a bartender at the Whistle Stop. I worked at JJ's gym, so I was a gym instructor. I taught at this little community center. I taught some martial arts at this little community center. And then I was a bouncer for maybe 3 weeks, enough to actually bring in the entire Calgary Flames team at the time when Theron Fleury was playing. But then I got out of there because I was just a big coke front. I found that out, so I left, and then which was good because then the cops came and shut it down like a month later. So, but I love Campbell River. I was up there fishing all the time. It's absolutely beautiful up there. It's just it's stunning. If you have not been to Campbell River or Vancouver Island or any part of that island, it is just incredible. The smells, the sights, the sounds, the things to do, just the beautiful, everywhere you go there, it's absolutely incredible on the island, and it's so different. Every piece of that island is different, you know, from the Parksville Sandcastle days and the Nanaimo bathtub races to Tofino, and when I used to surf out in Tofino, and we used to go whale watching. I lived on the beach, so we'd see the orcas coming in. Sometimes we get in the water with them, or, you know, the paddle boards with the orcas. It was just amazing. And down at the docks, getting absolutely fresh prawns and crabs and salmon, and we have a big bonfire at night, and have awesome seafood and kokanee beer, and I wish Shelter Point was around back then, but they weren't. but I was all over Campbell River, so this is a real special distillery to me because I know that area very, very, very well. And so yeah, so I was out taking pictures of all these bottles and all of them together and stuff, and I thought, you know, why not do a quick YouTube video here real fast, because this smoke point here is just, this is incredible. Like, if you haven't tried Shelter Point Smoke Point, you gotta try. Like, any of these shelter points are amazing, like the Monfort, the Ripple Rock, the 10-year-old, you know, and then we've got this one here. This is the Vancouver Island Coastal Influence at 45%. And this one here was made especially for us here at the Manitoba Liquor Commission a couple years ago. And this is, it says it's exclusively bottled for the Manitoba Liquor Commission. It is 58.2%. It's number 52 out of 276 bottles. I can't wait to try this one. And then we've got this one here. I believe this is the grain, yeah, the artisanal single malt whiskey. So at 46%. So yeah, I wanted to get pictures of them before I started opening them all. But I thought I would come back and revisit the smoke point, because it's, as you can see here, it is about half empty now. So it's had a lot of time to open up, and it was amazing when I first tried it. And the smoke point, like, I've done a video on smoke point already, and I'm going to be giving away 2 ounces of this bottle. Well, basically of all these bottles. Every bottle that I have here, and any bottle that I have that we review, I'm going to be dramming out samples for my my subscribers, kind of like how we do with the cigars. But yeah, this was just absolutely fantastic. And what it's really cool, because if you've ever been out in Campbell River, you've got that smell of the Pacific Ocean, and the seaweed and the salt air as in the evening or in the early morning when the tide is coming in, and you've got all those smells of the ocean. And when I was living out there, when I was saying that, you know, we used to have the bonfires and stuff, we go down and meet the fishermen on the docks and get all the stuff. What we would do is with the bonfires, we were using the driftwood for wood, and that's what these guys use to smoke this whiskey, is the driftwood. And you could taste Vancouver Island in this whiskey. It is one of the most incredible Canadian whiskeys I've ever had in my life, and I love smoky whiskey. Like, I'm a big peat guy, so this is just amazing. It's at I believe it's 53%. Yes, 53%. So it's right up there. It's almost cask strength. It is absolutely incredible. Non-chill filtered, no color added. It's just a beautiful golden amber color. Smell is amazing. You can smell the Pacific Ocean. You can smell that sea air. You can smell the seaweed, the sand, little crabs that are running around on the beach. When we go clam digging, you can see the bubbles of the clams and stuff like that under the sand. Smell all that, and just that sea air, and it's that fresh, salty sea air with seaweed and everything from the ocean kind of coming onto shore. And then you've got that incredible, beautiful smoke from the driftwood, which is infused with all that salt and ocean and everything like that in it. It's just, God, this just brings me back to living out there with all my friends and the hangouts that we used to do and the fun that we used to have. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. I was actually telling my mom and dad the other day when I was out there for a visit, there was a restaurant at the ferry docks in Nanaimo, and it was right at the dock at the ferries there. And it was an amazing restaurant, great beer there on tap. But what was really cool is I'm not even lying, like, the plate was this big, stacked this high, a fettuccine Alfredo, seafood fettuccine Alfredo, massive prawns, and tons of them, not like 3 or 4. I'm talking like 30, 40 prawns with like pieces of crab in it, and salmon, and shallots, and just amazing taste of the fettuccine Alfredo with all of that. And it was $10. Like $10 for a massive plate like that. I was there all the time. My friend Amy and I would go there all the time. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing. And this whiskey just, it reminds me of those days of being out there as a, you know, early kid in his early 20s and right out of university and on an adventure on his own, meeting new friends, and living on an awesome island and just having the best time, you know. Oh my God, is that ever good? 53%, you don't even need water. You got this awesome rye notes that coat your tongue. Man, my mouth is just watering like crazy. But you got this awesome rye notes that are just coating your tongue with spice, but then the smoke just explodes in your mouth. And it's like puffs of smoke, like sitting in the top of your mouth with the rye notes coating your tongue. It's absolutely incredible. You can sit here and just drink this thing all night. I'm surprised I've got a half a bottle left. I've got to get another bottle, but we can't get it here. We can't get any of the stuff here anymore. It's all gone. We got this in for Whisky-Fest a couple years ago, and I've got to get on the MLCC here in Manitoba to stock the stuff properly, because it is so good. Like Ripple Rock, Smoke Point, Monfort, Smoke Point, you know, the 10-year-old is incredible, you know. And just thank you for this bottle. Shelter Point sent this to me, and you can see here I've shared quite a bit already with my subscribers and my whiskey guys, but I've got a lot more to share, because this bottle is not just for me, this is for you guys as well. It's for my whiskey club friends, my wedding couples that I have. I shoot you know, a lot of weddings, so when I have my couples over, we share all the stuff, you know, like, just help yourself to whatever you want in my bar, and let's just sit down, and you're creating these awesome experiences over incredible whiskeys like this, you know. And they just love it. I remember I met with a couple, and you know, so I've had scotch and cigars, like whiskey and cigars out, and they came downstairs and they were admiring the bar, and they said, you know, we're looking at 3 other photographers, we're just interviewing. You're the first one we talked to. We're just interviewing people right now. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's a really great idea. You know, it's that's a smart idea to do. You know, you want to make sure that you're going to like the person that you're working with, because you're going to spend all your day with your photographer, and you want to be comfortable with them, and among other things, you know. So we started talking, and they're like, what do you got at your bar? So I kind of mentioned it to them, and so I said, would you like to try stuff? So we went out and we started sampling, and I believe it was some Smoke Point. There was a Lagavulin, but it was definitely one of these, because this is the first one they really tried. Because I said, do you like peat stuff? And they said, oh, we really like peat. So we started with this, and they couldn't believe that this was a Canadian whiskey. But they after, I think it was after trying this or getting into the next one, they said, you know what, the heck with it, the heck with the other 3 photographers, you're our guy, you know, you're cool, you're sharing this whiskey with us, we've got a great experience, and if this is anything like what the wedding's going to be like, we're going to have a blast. And we did, and they're really close friends of mine now. I was over at their house the other day shooting their daughter's first birthday party for them a couple weeks ago. So, and it's this whiskey that did it, you know, like it's this stuff. It's Smoke Point, you know, that was the one that really kind of got them. They couldn't believe that this was a Canadian whiskey. So, yeah, it's just incredible. So, thank you so much for Shelter Point. I really truly appreciate this bottle here to share, and I really appreciate the fact you guys made Smoke Point, because I signed a wedding over it. So, thank you very, very, very much for that. So yeah, I'm just kind of gearing up here. I'm gonna still pack up tonight, get ready to go fishing. We're leaving tomorrow afternoon, so I still got a bit of time. I got a list of everything that I got to bring with me, including all the booze that I want to bring up. So I'm gonna be bringing the stuff up. You know what? I might even bring this bottle up here to share with my brothers and my dad and my brother-in-law, and then we can do maybe a video of us enjoying some 10-year-old Shelter Point up there. I think that might be kind of fun too. So I think I'm going to bring this bottle up just for fun, and we'll see when we link. But please like and subscribe. I really truly appreciate everything, guys. I appreciate all your help, and go and check out and subscribe and follow me on Instagram if you want it. I'd really appreciate that. It's absolutely brand new. My Chris Jensen Studios one, I've got a lot of nice followers on that. It's just more for weddings and corporate stuff. But my Whiskey, Cigars, and Bond, I'll put a link to it in the description below. So it sounds like we're gonna get some rain here. I'll put a description below. But if you can give me a follow, that would be awesome, because it's gonna be all on this kind of stuff. But it's gonna be on Instagram, and I'll probably even do some Instagram only giveaways as well. So yeah, I really appreciate that a lot. So thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share this with anybody that you think would have some value to it. Take care. Cheers, and have a really great weekend, guys. Take care. Bye bye.